Welcome back to another video. I know you're excited to be here, as excited as I am. This one we're going to talk about menus, and the last video that I did, I went over making a page, just kind of the difference between a template, a full width template like we did here, a title and whatnot. And during that video I mentioned the fact that even though you publish it, it's not showing up in this menu. Why is it not in this menu? Why don't we see it? And how do we get a page in the menu? How do we do that? So that's what we're going to go over this time. Let's go to the back end. What we want to come to is appearance. Come down to menus. Alright. Real simple. Basically, it's broken down into 3 different phases. One phase being we can create as many menus as we want. So to create a menu, I could just hit the plus sign, name here, give it your name, create it. Now we have a menu. Obviously there's no menus here, our pages or links or anything, which is another phase. The third phase is we can actually apply these menus to different sections of the site. So for instance, we have the footer down here. If we go to the blog, if I come to the blog, I can actually create a menu that we can put in here. And I know I said this 1,000 times every video. I'm gonna cover that in another video as well. So we can do some things, some different things with this menu. All right. So let me go ahead and delete this one out. Let's back up. Let's focus on how do we update, maintain, and add to this main menu. I made this page recently. Wendy is freaking awesome. Right, so how do we get this in the main menu, assuming we want it in there? Well, pretty easy. We'll just select it, add the menu, and what we'll see is it's now at the very bottom, right in this side right here. Let me go ahead and save it. All right. Now if I come back to the website, load up a new page. What do I have? I have this. Wendy is freaking awesome. Oh, it's all jacked up. And I did this on purpose. Trust me, I did. Oh no, what happened? Well, basically we ran out of space. So there's not enough for this giant tab, and see it's running into the logo. And the reason I want to show you that is first we can rename this. So even though you want your page to be Wendy is freaking awesome, what you can actually do is change the navigation label without affecting the name of the page. So I can just put in there Wendy, for instance, save it. And there we are. We'll see Wendy. And if I click this, my page name didn't change, so it's still Wendy is freaking awesome. Okay, so pretty neat, pretty cool. Now, next thing is, what about position? How do I put this where I want it, to be placed? Well, it's simple. Just drag and drop, and you can see when I move my mouse over it, that little grabber hand comes out. So I can just drag this joker right up, let go, save it. Excuse me. Refresh. Now Wendy's here. Okay, so far so good. Next we have drop-down menu. So how do we set a drop-down menu? Because I know we talk about the Hall of Fame and being able to actually list players, individual players in a drop-down. That's easy. What you'll see when we come to the back end is how we have a tab such as About ColdRush, and we'll see in the front end this is a drop-down. That's going to be the parent. Then you'll see the children of this, right here, that it's indented. So we'll see that indented space. So what we do to make a drop-down is just drag it over. So let's say Wendy is going to be a drop-down, a child menu link of gallery, for instance. I would just move it over. See that? Maybe shop is going to be in there too. I'll just drag that thing in there. And that's how we create a drop-down menu. Come to the front end, refresh. And if I do gallery, Wendy and shop. Okay, so let me get Wendy out of here. I'll remove it. Let me put shop back to where it's supposed to go. Save it. Okay, and then the other menu we have in there is the footer menu, which we see right here. Same thing, that's how you edit it. Obviously, there's not a drop down, so you would just order this how you want to order it. Okay. Now, I might touch base on this part again for your Hall of Fame section where you want to put the players into a menu so they can easily navigate to it. I'm going to touch base on it real quick here just in case I forget to do it when we're doing the tutorial just on doing the players. But real quick, basically, we'll see not only pages, we'll see the Hall of Fame section, we'll see you can add products, categories, pretty much everywhere in the site you can make edits and updates you can put into the menu. So let's just say under the Hall of Fame you want to put a player. What you do is you go to, where'd it go? Hall of Fame, you find the player, select it, add the menu, and just like we went over a minute ago, you indent it and save it. Now it's part of that drop-down menu. And that's it. Pretty easy.